What's up with it? It's your boy King, aka Kid Sam, and we jumping out the porch with Dirty Glove Bastards. Yeah. Every time we get into it about something crazy can happen. So I feel like that's a big risk.
Man, I feel like you're the one out of all your siblings, like you like the rebel out of everybody.
Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like the weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when the cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care too much. That shit didn't affect me. That just made your source. That just made your information that you talk about not credible.
But he broke the mold when he...
They all got the same structure face.
He made me very special.
Oh.
They just got different hairstyles.
Welcome back to your daily dose of scandal and glamour. Let's spill the tea on today's hottest drama. A bombshell is rocking the Harris household. And this time, it's messier than ever. Rapper T.I. and his family are right back in the headlines, and the drama is spiraling fast. All eyes are now on King Harris, after reports dropped that he exploded in public when confronted about keeping certain parts of his private life hidden. But that's just the beginning. Word is swirling that the child King thought was his might not even be biologically connected to him. That twist alone has fans losing it online. Now, if you don't know, King Sire Harris was born on August 25th, 2004, in Atlanta, Georgia, right into the heart of one of the South's most talked about celebrity families.
Everybody know my son King. He's a passionate young man.
He's very passionate.
Yeah, and he has some tumultuous times. But the Lord ain't through with him yet.
That's right.
I mean, yeah, and he get better every day and learn from his mistakes the same way any of us did when we was that age.
Does he remind you of yourself when you was younger?
You know what he does? He reminds me of myself at a time in my life where I made the most egregious mistakes I could ever make. You know what I'm saying? And I paid dearly for him. But he has something that I never had.
Right.
And that's me.
Right.
And his mama. You know what I'm saying? He has a way of garnering attention for himself.
He's one of 7 kids from the star-studded household, led by none other than T.I. and Tiny Harris, a family raised under flashing cameras and non-stop attention. Thanks to their hit reality show, T.I. and Tiny the Family Hustle, King was practically raised on screen. Viewers watched him grow from diapers to diamonds, turning into a bold personality with his own spotlight. But let's be real, behind those edited smiles and staged family moments, something way deeper was bubbling underneath. And now, that hidden tension is starting to crack wide open. The polished family image that T.I. and Tiny the Family Hustle sold to fans? It might have been more smoke and mirrors than anyone guessed. New reports suggest that King Harris didn't grow up living that luxury lifestyle people assumed he did. Behind all the camera-ready moments.
Okay, I see. What up, y'all? It's your boy King, aka New King of the South.
AKA Junior. This is Tip, King of the South Senior, and this is Goat Talk with Complex. I could go back to when King was Eris's age. Mm-hmm. I can go back to when Major was my granddaughter's age, and I wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for
King's reality was way more complicated, and now it's coming to light. Allegedly, King spent a big chunk of his childhood not with his superstar parents, but at his grandmother's house. That's right. While fans thought he was living under T.I. and Tiny's roof, insiders claim he was mostly with his nana, only getting picked up to film scenes for the show. Once the lights were off, he'd be dropped back off like nothing happened. That staged setup is now raising eyebrows, because what looked like a picture-perfect home might have been nothing more than a polished production. Behind the scenes, King wasn't getting the same day-to-day bonding with his parents that fans assumed, and that missing piece, it's starting to show. As he got older, King naturally stepped into the spotlight, following in T.Y.'s musical footsteps. He started dropping tracks, writing bars, and pushing his own name in the industry. Yeah, the family fame opened doors, but King wasn't just riding coattails. He wanted to build something real. Still, with all that exposure, it seems he was chasing more than just success.
What's up with it? It's your boy King, aka Kid Sam, and we jumping out the porch with dirty glove bastards. Yeah. Every time we get into it about something crazy can happen. So I feel like that's a big risk.
Man, I feel like you're the one out of all your siblings, like you like the rebel out of everybody.
He was searching for identity in a world that only saw his last name. Then came the major clash in November 2023. A video surfaced of a fiery argument between King and T.I., and it went viral in seconds. T.I. insisted King was raised with money and privilege, claiming, "You had a silver spoon in your mouth." But King wasn't having it. He clapped back hard. That's when T.I. hit him with the line, "You ain't never woke up with a roach on your face." Woo! That moment shook the internet and made it clear there's a serious disconnect between the image and the experience. But King wasn't backing down. He stood firm on where he believed he came from, the streets. That's where he said he felt real, not in some gated community or marble floor mansion. The gap between how the public viewed him and how he saw himself just kept getting wider. And like it goes with a lot of famous families, once cracks start showing, the drama doesn't stay hidden for long. For King Harris, the spotlight hasn't just meant fame, it's brought chaos too. From wild moments to legal heat.
King, have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. So there it goes.
Or in your ear.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
got some in the neighborhood with me that broke up with roach in your ear. Y'all wanna go to the bando and man my neighborhood? Do y'all wanna go to the bando? Do y'all wanna go to the bando? To make him look better, he said he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Nigga, you did have a silver spoon.
Look, I used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the
You
fight.
cried like a baby to go to your grandmama's house.
Every day.
You used to hold your breath.
Every
and
day.
no tantrum to go over there.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand
No,
that.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why he want to be over there. Y'all ready? Cause he can suck and pacify over there. He was 12 years old. He was sucking pacify.
His journey's been anything but smooth. Things really started boiling in September 2022. Out of nowhere, King posted on Instagram saying he had just been arrested and was in custody. No explanation, no details, just that. And with that one post, the internet went into a frenzy. Fans and critics alike started pointing fingers, and a lot of them were aimed straight at T.I. People began dragging the rapper for how he raised his son, questioning his parenting and the whole Harris family image. But T.I. didn't stay silent. He hit back fast with a video on social media, telling folks to stop blowing up his phone with messages about King. He made it clear.
Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, "Hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house." They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when the cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house.
He knows his son. And behind closed doors, they've had some serious talks about the choices King's been making and the consequences that come with them. I didn't deny the challenges, but he made one thing clear. He still sees major potential in King. I tried to keep it cool. He said King was just drifting into the wrong lane. And as a father, he was handling it the way he saw fit. No long explanations, no press tours. But whether the public agreed or not, the trouble didn't stop there. It only escalated. King Harris has been stacking legal incidents like mixtapes. After that initial arrest, more headlines kept dropping, and not the good kind. He reportedly missed a court appearance, almost crashed into a police cruiser.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care too much. That shit didn't affect me. That just made your source. That just made your information that you talk about not credible.
But he broke the mold when he
They all got the same structure face.
It made me very special.
Who?
They just got different hairstyles.
And during a traffic stop was allegedly found with marijuana and a firearm. That's not small-time stuff. That's heavy for anyone, let alone someone raised in a spotlight. Each situation just poured more heat onto an already strained father-son bond, and the hits kept coming. In 2022, King was also cited for driving with an expired license. A small charge, sure, but it added yet another tally to his growing rap sheet. The public? Ruthless. Critics circled right back to his household, throwing shade at how T.I. and Tiny raised him. But then came the moment that blew everything wide open. A leaked video surfaced. one that showed King in a private, intimate moment with another man. The clip spread fast, going viral within hours. Social media exploded, and the backlash was brutal. People weren't just gossiping, they were dissecting every second of the footage. Reports say the video didn't just hit the internet, it was allegedly sent directly to T.I. and Big Nana, the mother of King's child. That added a whole new layer of tension. Now it wasn't just a scandal, it was a family emergency. The leak lit up a much bigger conversation, not just about King, but about how far the public feels entitled to go into celebrity lives. Privacy, respect, boundaries, it all got thrown out the window, and families like the Harrises are left trying to pick up the pieces while the whole world watches. A lot of people believe that leaked video wasn't just some random invasion of privacy. They say it was strategic, aimed at tearing King apart from Big Nana, the mother of his child. And while that theory hasn't been confirmed, the internet's reaction was instant and intense. The situation quickly spun out of control, especially once folks started looking at the bigger picture. This wasn't just about King anymore. This had ripple effects on T.I.'s image too. In the rap game, where hypermasculinity and tough street personas still dominate, a scandal like this, even indirectly tied to an artist, can shake up reputations fast. And let's be real, T.I.'s whole brand has been built on being that alpha presence, a street-smart heavyweight who commands respect through both lyrics and attitude. So now, with his son at the center of a viral storm, questions started flying. Would this crack the armor of his carefully curated image? Behind the scenes, it's reported that T.I. has been working overtime to contain the damage. Rumors say he's trying to suppress the video completely, getting it scrubbed from platforms before it spreads any further. But there's a twist. Sources claim Big Nana still has a copy, and that one detail, it's keeping the fire lit. Their relationship has never been smooth. Insiders say there's long-standing tension between T.I. and Big Nana, with a lot of mistrust at the core. Word is T.I. has even questioned her motives, suggesting she may have been more interested in clout and connections than real love or loyalty. Now, with a video hanging over their heads and public opinion spinning, this family drama just went from messy to explosive. Now, with rumors swirling that Big Nana still has that video in her possession, people are bracing for what might drop next, and it's got the whole situation feeling like a ticking time bomb. But what's making things even messier is what's going down behind closed doors. Word is, there's major disagreement inside the Harris family about how to move forward. Sources say T.I. and Tiny are not on the same page. Allegedly, Tiny thinks the best move is honesty. She believes King should face the situation head-on, speak publicly, and set the record straight. No more dodging. She sees transparency as the only way to calm the storm and protect their son from being misunderstood even more. But T.I., he's on a whole different wave. Insiders claim he's pushing for complete silence. He wants the family to stay quiet, keep everything behind the scenes, and kill the noise before it gets any louder. His focus is on control, shutting down leaks, and stopping the narrative before it does real damage to the Harris name. This split in strategy has sparked serious debate online. Some folks are calling T.I. out, saying he seems more worried about his image than his kid. Once again, critics are dragging up old accusations, saying he's more focused on preserving his legacy than actually facing the family fractures playing out in front of the world. But even in the middle of the chaos, life kept moving. On November 5th, 2024, King Harris and Big Nana welcomed their son, King Jr. The baby's arrival was announced on Instagram, with King posting the time of birth, a blue heart, and a crown emoji, a royal welcome for the next generation of the Harris bloodline. Right after the arrival of baby King Jr., King Harris dropped a track called Dear Son, a raw, emotional tribute that showed just how proud he was to step into fatherhood. For a moment, it looked like King had found new purpose, a softer side shining through the chaos. But that peace didn't last long. Things flipped fast. Not long after the post went up, the internet lit up with fresh rumors, and this time, they hit hard. Whispers started spreading that King might not be the biological father of the baby. That bombshell turned into a full-blown storm when reports claimed Big Nana wasn't entirely sure who the father was and had allegedly pinned it on King from the jump. Then came the jaw-dropper, talk of a secret DNA test. The rumor that the test proved King wasn't the dad. And once that hit social media, all hell broke loose. Comment sections exploded, memes flew, and users dragged King without mercy. People questioned his judgment, clowned his loyalty, and claimed they saw this mess coming from a mile away. But while the internet threw punches, King's family wasn't backing down. His big sister Sonique clapped back publicly, saying the DNA rumors were flat-out lies, no truth to any of it. She didn't just deny the gossip, she shut it down. Tiny took a softer route, choosing positivity over confrontation. She posted bright, smiling Christmas photos of the whole family, a clear message to the haters: we're still standing. While the world picked the situation apart, the Harrises stayed locked in, choosing to focus on unity over chaos. No matter how loud the noise got, they weren't about to let the world tear them apart. Even with all the rumors, leaked clips, and wild headlines flying around, King Harris seems unshaken. While the internet stays busy with speculation, King's been focused on just one thing: his baby boy. Right in the middle of the drama, King hit social media and proudly shared photos of his newborn son. He didn't drop a response to the DNA rumors, didn't feed the gossip. Instead, he doubled down on fatherhood. He stayed silent on the controversy itself, choosing to let his actions speak louder than the noise. And lately, he's been giving fans a front-row seat to his journey as a young dad. In recent interviews, King got real about the everyday challenges, from sleepless nights to non-stop bottle runs. He admitted that his sons got him up at all hours, but you could tell he wasn't complaining. If anything, he looked proud. In one video, King shared a slice of his daily routine, even revealing the adorable nickname he uses for his son. That moment, it hit different. You could see the shift, the energy, the care, the joy in his eyes. Viewers took notice, praising him for stepping up and showing real growth. Some fans even said this chapter could be the one that changes everything for King, a path that leads him away from chaos and into something more solid, more grounded. He ended the video with a quick shout-out, telling people to check out his Snapchat for more dad life updates. It was one of the rare times King opened up with pure heart. No filter, no clout chasing, just family. But while King leans into this new identity, the spotlight is already shifting, and now eyes are turning to his older half, Messiah Harris, the quiet one. Known for his calm presence and low-key lifestyle, Messiah grew up on screen right alongside King in the family's reality series. But as time went on, he took a completely different route. No scandals, no headlines, just silence. While King's name stirred up chaos, Messiah slipped out of the spotlight completely. At first, fans barely noticed when Messiah started fading from the show. Many assumed it was just a natural move. He was getting older, maybe done with the cameras. But behind the scenes, the story started sounding a lot more complicated. Whispers began swirling about a possible same-sex relationship, and once a few suggestive photos surfaced online, the internet went wild. What started as light gossip exploded into a full-blown scandal. Speculation ran rampant, not just about Messiah, but about how T.I. allegedly reacted. Rumors claimed T.I. wasn't too comfortable with the situation, and that he didn't like what it could mean for the family's image. The word on the street? T.I. might have played a role in Messiah's quiet disappearance from the show, wanting to shield the Harris brand from anything that could shake up public perception. It didn't take long for comparisons to start flying. First Messiah, then King. In both cases, identity, privacy, and public image seemed to collide. Critics called it out, saying it exposed a deeper issue: how some public figures handle family matters when personal identity doesn't match the public persona. Still, it's important to note, no official proof ever confirmed that Messiah was removed because of who he is or who he loves. No formal statements, no receipts, just a lot of quiet and a lot of questions. But one thing's clear: while King's chaos played out in headlines, Messiah's silence spoke just as loud. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay in the loop with all the latest. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and I'll catch you in the next video.